What's up guys, Adam here. Today I'm joined with Yuchen, and we're going to be flocking the dash on my S13.
The Nissan 240SX, or 180SX in some countries, is well known for being an extremely popular entry-level sports car for many young car enthusiasts. However, at more than 25 years old, many have started showing their age, mostly in the form of cracked dashboards. This S13 is no different, as the dash has definitely been through some tough times sitting in the sun from its previous owners. In this video, we will be going through how to remedy this issue, as well as applying a micro suede layer known as flocking to the surface, to provide a refreshed and unique look to this S13 without having to go through the trouble of removing the original dash and sourcing another uncracked one. So you can go from this to this. The key part of this project is that we will not be taking out the dash of the S13, but instead utilizing a plastic dash cover manufactured by Coverlay. This allows us to flock the cover instead, and more easily install it onto our car for the same desired effect.
So this is the Nissan S13 Coverlay dash. We took it out of its box. It's actually really nice. It has a nice textured material, similar to the actual original dash. It is made out of a, I believe, ABS plastic, and it's decently thin. It's about maybe slightly thinner than 1/8 of an inch. So yeah, we're gonna test fit this and see how it goes before we start flocking it. So this is the dash test fitted in. It actually fits really well. Like even here, there's like minimal play. You just gotta hold it down. I'm pretty sure the glue will take care of it. This is the only kind of real problem area per se. But
you probably tuck this behind inside.
I don't think so.
Shroud?
No, I don't think so.
No?
But I mean, dude, like just the dash cover alone, I'm sure would look good. It looks already way better than my f***ing cracked dash. Oh, I can't swear on YouTube.
Beep it out.
Oops. Anyways, I'm still new to this thing, but fits good.
Dude,
fits really well.
Cut out for the VIN.
Yeah, it's got a cutout for the VIN. It's got a cutout for all the vents. I am impressed. So let's pull this out and let's actually flock it. I'm excited. Hell yeah. So for this install, what we're gonna need as far as tools, obviously the dash. The dash is not pictured. And then specifically for the flocking kit, this box is a flocking kit we got from flockit.com. Inside you're going to see the bag of fibers, a flocker applicator. Basically this helps you put the fibers in there and powders it out. The glue, and also an applicator brush for smaller, hard to reach areas. And then, since the glue does have a setting time, which is about 20 minutes, you do want to get the bigger areas a little faster. So for that, we have 2 paint rollers, as well as some other foam-based brushes. And then, for cleaning, we do need to do some prep on the dash itself because it is cracked. Just so when we get the dash cover on the car. So for that, we need an ammonia-based cleaner. Do not use acetone because the dash cover is plastic, and acetone is known to melt plastic. So this is provided with the Coverlay kit. It's RTV silicone, and that's what's going to basically be used to bond your dash with the cover. This is an ammonia-based cleaner, so Windex, anything that isn't petroleum-based. So no WD-40. No acetone, none of that strong shit. Can't say that on YouTube.
Beep.
Now that we're ready to do the flocking, first we're going to clean the dash with our ammonia-based cleaner. Just wipe it down. And while we wipe it down, I'm actually going to go ahead and fill the applicator with the flocking.
At this point, you want to prepare rolling the glue down onto the dash. Start by opening the can and stirring it, then pour a good amount onto a piece of scrap or cardboard so that you can get plenty of glue onto the rollers you will be using. One thing we recommend you have for this step that we forgot to do ourselves and mention is definitely have a pair of latex gloves, as that will save your hands from getting sticky and covered in the glue while you're applying it. They give you plenty of glue in one can, so make sure that you use the rollers and brushes to cover every nook and cranny of the dash with glue, as this ensures that you have complete coverage for the flocking fibers when you go to apply that in the next step. Now that all the prep is done, here comes the fun part. Fill the mini flocker to the top with fibers and puff away. Any excess fiber you accumulate will fall right off when it dries, so don't worry too much about making sure the layers are even. Make sure you have adequate coverage of all the weird nooks and crannies and that they have glue on them before you lay down the fibers. If for some reason you have forgotten to apply glue to a specific spot after laying down the fibers, or may have accidentally dropped something onto the dash, worry not. Simply reapply glue into that area with the brush and re-powder the fiber. The material is very forgiving and it is easy to hide any imperfections should something happen.
So we've just done the final run of flocking through the dash.
Flocking?
Flocking. And you can see that it's got this nice like suede texture. So basically what happens now is we're going to let it dry, go out to lunch, have some fun. And when we come back it should be cured. And more or less when we pick it up, all the excess you see is going to come right off, but I'm already loving it. It looks really good.
After you're done flocking your dash cover, test fit it one more time to make sure it still fits, and give yourself a sneak peek of what's to come.
Alright, now that we have the dash mocked up and out, basically now we're going to prepare to glue it to the original dash. So what needs to happen now is the glue needs to be applied to the borders of the dash as well as the borders of the cutouts. So basically anywhere where the dash ends, we need to put some silicone on it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to cut to closer so you can watch us go see what's going on, and then we'll install it and then go on from there.
When applying the provided glue, it is important to make sure the back of the dash cover is clean from any paint overspray as well as any dirt. Scuff the mating edges with rough sandpaper like 400 grit, and then wipe clean with the ammonia-based cleaner. When you are applying the silicone, make sure that you only apply it on the edges and not the center. This is to allow the dash cover to flex in extreme temperature changes. Failure to do so may cause the dash to warp, rendering all your hard work useless. Now it's time to install the dash. Install it more carefully this time around, as you don't want to get uncured silicone in places you don't want it to be. After the dash is placed in and settled, get pieces of scrap cardboard and wedge them in between the dash and the windshield. If necessary, you can also use clamps to hold down any raised areas as it cures. We were lucky enough to be able to use the glove box as a backing to let the clamps grab onto. Once everything is positioned and set where you want it to be, let it cure for at least 8 hours before going back to check on your work. After only an afternoon's worth of work and letting it cure overnight, we went from the oceanic trenches of the Pacific Ocean to the fuzzy warmth of a corgi's bottom. No longer do you or your whore girlfriend Summer have to look at that sorry excuse of a dash that looks like your eternal fear of taking physical examinations so that you could play varsity football. For less than $200, you can save yourself the trouble of lowballing shady characters on Craigslist and get yourself a fresh new look without pulling out the dash of your already totaled 240SX.